Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Tonight in the... For fuck's sakes, Jesse, the fucking...
Oh no!
Lights.
What did we do? There we go.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Tonight we're working on the 10-III. We've had it now for 2.5 weeks, something like that, 3 weeks, I don't know. Anyway, we got it on release date pretty much as soon as it was available. Some people are actually still waiting for this, so we're lucky to get it up here in the Great White North. Kind of rare that we get it before every state in the US usually gets it first, and then we get them after that. But we lucked out, got our hands on this one. She's good to go, nice little unit. But you know, the full fenders and stuff, they look good for the trail. We put a smaller tire on it, looks a little bit better. Night Customs has released these files. You can 3D print to increase the add-ons to the body, whatever you want to call it. Scale accessories. It's got the Snorkel, nice little unit. Fits really nice. Whoop. Yeah, it's really nice right there. 2 screws in the back. We'll get that mocked up. We'll show you how to make a template and put that in. He's got the grill insert. Really nice piece. And mind you, all these parts we 3D printed in-house. We used a Ender 3 printer. By we, I mean Jesse. Used his Ender 3 and printed all these in really good detail. It's great work with his prints. These are the front fenders. You can see they're a lot, so that's going to look a lot better. So anyway, the purpose of this video is going to show you how we 3D print parts and then finish them so they don't look 3D printed. Take all the little lines down, knock them down, smooth them out. A lot of guys use filler. We like to just quickly sand it down. And first, starting with a high quality print is always really the best way to start. So. Now you can order these off of MyMiniFactory to print yourself at home on your printer. If you don't have a printer, you're not confident in printing, you can order these already printed from Shapeways. Shapeways was the only way to get the Night Custom parts into your hands before, and with all the recent changes in the world and stuff, this has become a lot better way to actually get them. Especially for us people up in Canada right now, we can't get nothing shipped across the border, which is understandable. Not complaining. It's just, so yeah, this actually works out good. We've had the truck for whatever, 2 weeks, and we can get our hands on these parts to throw them on. Before we were waiting at least a month. So, and you still need to finish the stuff that comes from Shapeways unless you want that kind of rough textured finish. If you want it to be smooth, it's quite a bit of work actually to smooth them out. So these fenders were printed on a 9-hour print.
Yeah.
These were done on a 9-hour print, and what's your finest setting? 36 hours?
Yeah.
36 hour? Yeah. So we could go higher quality, but you'll see with just knocking it down with a sandpaper, looking for any high spots, get rid of that, and then just paint them up. Jesse, what are your thoughts on the 10-III so far?
Capable little machine here. It does do well with the smaller tires, so that's cool.
Yeah, that was a good change, eh? Mm-hmm. Yeah, we went down to these little tires. Hey. 105 millimeter, so 105s. Okay, so I'm gonna go through plowing through and sanding these down. You don't really need to see it. All you want to do is drop out the rest of those lines. These prints are pretty dope, where we're not gonna have to worry about that too much. It's part of buying a good quality file versus one you're going to find on Thingiverse is you're going to end up with a far better product in the end if it starts with a better product. So yeah, it's cool. You can find something for free on Thingiverse, but you could also buy these for, it was like $5, $4.99, $7.99. It's under $10. It's under $10 US, so you know, really cheap. Of course, you're not going to be printing these and selling them. That's not how this works. But you know, for yourself and your own personal use, it's a great option. So I'm going to finish knocking these out, and this piece is ready, that piece is ready, and we're going to go outside, paint them, bring them back in, throw them on the truck, and get this truck back out, smashing on the rocks. Okay, so normally you try to get these parts attached to a new unfinished body, but as you all know, truck came out before the parts came out, and we're just trying to get everything up to date. Okay, so normally your 3D printed parts you would put onto a clear body so you can line up the holes from in behind and mark it out. Classically with the Snorkels, usually you're buying them for a vehicle down the road after you've had it for a while and you want to add some more to it. These AXIAL bodies come with a lot of details, but you know, they didn't come with a snorkel and such like that. So, quick way that you can quickly make a template to put it onto the truck. Just take a piece of paper. I like to use the Post-it kind, like with the sticky. And you can lay the sticky down the back of the piece. You want to make sure you give it a little bit of an angle though, so you cover both parts. So you get that piece pretty much stuck on like that. You can use masking tape too, but masking tape is kind of a little bit weaker than the paper. With the glue on the back of the paper, it's a little bit sticky, a little bit thicker, and it helps hold the shape of it after you fold it all up. So you want to find the holes in the back. You can peel this back if you need to look and remember where they were. So there you go. So we have a couple straight edges here, straight edge here that we lined up nice when we cut it out. So as long as we line up that front edge and that edge with the line on the body, just double check everything's where you want it. Make your first mark right there. Just a mark. Make sure those are lined up there and there. This hole kind of goes down, so just make a mark again. So boom. You better check that one. There's some damage up there. Yeah, it's this one here. So boom, boom. I'm gonna drill bolt those out with a 3mm screw. We're gonna use a core screw and run that in after I drop the interior out. Okay, so we got the interior plucked out of that thing. It's a 2 screws in the front, 4 screws in the back. I'm sure you all know as you all had to build these things. We have our pre-drill there. We're just gonna drill out our top hole and then go to our side pre-drill here. Now this one was on an angle, so we're gonna imitate that angle. Run it in there. I pre-drilled them with the tip of my knife all the way through. I'm just using this to punch it out so I know it's right size to fit the screw. And if you just twist through the blade, you end up with a triangle-shaped hole that nothing fits. And yeah. The paint is drying on those two parts, so we'll be right back in a second. So I was kind of curious how I was going to mount this grill piece. I wasn't sure if I was going to have to glue it to the rad or glue it to the front of the body, and it's actually a really cool fit. You tuck it behind the one light, kind of hold it in the middle, give it a little bit of a flex in behind the other light, and boom, push that down, tuck that in, and you have yourself a absolutely beautiful fitting piece. We printed this with our Ender 3 printer again. Jesse has a custom profile setting he uses for printing miniatures, and it works absolutely amazing in the RCs. And yeah, we painted a flat black, give it a little bit of go with the theme of the truck. Everything's matte on it, so went with the matte on there. Looks pretty good, and we're gonna get that thrown back in. Let's move on to that Snorkel. Okay, so Snorkel's done, painted up, mounted, came out really nicely. We got the fenders done. They're ready to go on. We gave these a sand with 400 grit and primered them, and then I started doing them in matte black and kept sanding the coats in between. Came out really nice. Looks really good. A lot smaller than factory. And we got a rear one here. Decent piece. That's the outside, of course. So let's see how well it mounts up. So awesome, man. Print came out awesome. We're very happy with that. You don't want to start them as you run them all the way through. You don't want to put one in, get it all the way tight. There you have it. Now you can see it. Stock versus a Night Custom one. Obviously tucked back a lot more in the front corner. Not so wide. Looks really good and clean on there. That's the difference right there, side by side. Super clean. Really nice looking. We also bought the file to do the tube slider now that he has in match, so. Okay, well I'm gonna throw the rest on. There's not much to show there. The next step we'll be doing will be the cutout rear windows with the fuel packs. We'll do the sliders, we'll do all the option parts he makes for the body. Might as well. Yeah, stay tuned. We'll be right back.